My lesson for today is basically how to socialize, or how to climb up the social ranking quicker. Not ranking, but your social skills, how to get them faster, or how to progress faster in social skills basically. It's not really, I try to not make this much of lessons, more like just me reflecting and thinking out loud. So I'm just gonna keep the tone. Yeah. But I noticed when you starting out like earlier levels, is best if you are like really awkward, like very socially inexperienced and very bad at socializing in general. You might want to start with greeting people like in a row, right? It's not something that I've mastered personally, but I'm not too bad at it. It's just like seeing multiple people and then greeting all of them one after the other. But then, of course, don't jump there immediately. Start by greeting people on separate occasions, like someone you feel comfortable with, like you just see someone with a friendly face or something, and then you just greet indiscriminately, and then you can do greeting in a row, like hello, 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 in the same space of time. Like you greet five people that are walking like this way and that way, and you greet them all at the same time, like hello, 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 hello. It'll be a bit awkward, but it's really good for social lubrication. Lubrication, right? Which is a coin I heard from someone else. Yeah, Hamza or his friend, someone like that. But yeah, social lubrication is kind of like preparing for a social flow state, right? So it's really good, especially if you are going like for a cold approach, like you are preparing for a cold approach or something. It's really good for you they, to get the gears turning, like to feel more comfortable in your own skin and something. You just get out of your head and skin, like you just feel more free, right? If you can do that, you're already above just going cold, right? You're already above that. Because it will feel much more natural if you just go up to a girl and you were to ask a genuine question. Or if you were to come up to a girl and you just go like, hey, I really think you are attractive. Hey, I was looking at you there and I thought maybe I would regret if I went home without even saying hi. Hi, I really like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. What don't well, like what's your name? You get what I mean? Like that's something that I did learn personally and I saw right from experience and everything. So yeah, that's my experience anyways. I'm not gonna say experience because I whatnot, but yeah, just from my experience I found that that's the best way to do it. And there's something that I like, that I've learned, that I like, but I don't really apply it every day, which is overstaying your welcome creatively, which is more like when someone answers a question you ask them. For example, just walk up to a stranger and you ask them a question, just to practice your social skills and like breaking the ice with strangers, which is a skill which is very valuable when you think about it, because you're going to be in a situation, that situation a lot, and if you can skillfully break the ice multiple times, like effortlessly, you can make so many more friends in future. Should you get into like a group of like-minded people, you will be the one that stands out the most because you can break the ice and it's fairly frictionless for you. So what you do is, when you overstay your welcome, you just do it by thinking creatively. Like I ask you, do you know where this house is? And they direct you, right? Maybe the direction is brief. No, it's just around the corner, right? Conversation should end there if you are just some other guy, right? But this is where the skill comes in. Now you gotta think of a way to kind of stay there with them, or if they are working, work with them, continuing working with them. But in a sense, you want to do it in a creative manner that doesn't creep them out or annoy them, right? And the best way I would suggest is just talk about things that they might find interesting, like their clothes, like literally their clothes. Just point out that they're wearing a nice sweater. Maybe they have nice shoes that you like maybe you notice them. You're like, hey, I saw your shoes. Side note, I saw your shoes and everything. Where did you get them from? Right? And then you just keep quiet. Most of the time, you just wait like 3 to 5 seconds. They continue spouting, talking, and then you just keep quiet, listen to them, and they will usually give you a follow up thing, right? Something to follow up. Oh yeah, what, and Also, I got these clothes, like this shirt too. I got it at the discount at the supermarket that the same day I got the shoes. It was a good day, in fact. It's material for continuing off the topic, right? And if it runs dry, right, you can always read if someone doesn't wanna engage in the conversation. And when you can read that, you can just walk away. You don't have to be impolite and just storm off. Just say thank you for the directions and then just storm off. But if you sense it's going well, right, that's where you can get a bit free, right? But if you feel like this person really wants to have a conversation with you, like maybe they feel comfortable around you now because you've asked about them, their interest in everything, you can just go back to what you were talking to before, right? Like, of course, you were talking about the shoes in the beginning, and then it expanded out to, oh, these shops are the best for clothes overall, right? And you can go, yeah, 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 okay, yeah, like you continue the conversation, and then you circle back to the shoes. Yeah, but I really like the shoes. I thought I should put that out there, right? And then maybe you can build on something else. Now you just, there is never enough to be said about something, right? So you kind of go back to it, and then when it expands outwards, okay, no, 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 actually I moved there in 2016 and you know, oh, you moved there in 2016, when it dies down again, instead of going back to the shoes, you don't do that. You now go back to the shops, right? Oh yeah, by the way, you were saying something about like the shops there, the sales are good and everything. And yeah, yeah, what time of year do you think I should really go for the best sales and everything? Oh yeah, for the best sales, I suggest going around mid-June, mid-September. That's usually where I find the best sales, and it expands somewhere else. Yeah, in fact, my brother and I, my brother is really, actually, my brother, funny story. My brother is taller than me, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, 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 okay. You get, and then maybe when it dies down, you go back to the house again, the house each. Oh yeah, you said you moved there in 2016, blah, blah, blah. You get what I mean? You just get moving, and the more you get comfortable just moving around, like conversating like this, you will be a good conversationalist even though you didn't really do much. You just let the person talk and seemed interested in what they had to say. That's pretty much it. But yeah, bye bye. You did too much, too much.